No, never mind. I was about to play Back in the Village by Iron Maiden, but say back in the Spyro again and again while playing the riff, because it's a song I've been given to learn for quite a few weeks now, and it's a finicky one, I gotta tell you, to kind of introduce this part, but whatever. Welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 2 for these parts. But, like I said in the previous part, consider it like part of the main LP. Just different title, because the freaking epilogue was unlocked without getting all the skill points, which kind of surprised me. Nah, I can't imagine myself playing this. I can't even play it properly because I need my pick to be able to remember the accurate picking. It's one bit in it where it's like, real finicky because it's 260 fucking beats per minute. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculously fast. I can play all of it. Well, the solo is a bit finicky because it slows down quite a bit compared to how I end up playing it. But yeah, freaking fast as shit riff. And the legato run is kind of chaotic as well.
Are you enjoying the active camera mode? If you don't like it, I could set it back to the passive mode.
You know, considering it's like, looks like the syncing between Audacity and capture card is off by just a few seconds, but it's the capture card that's actually ahead. I'm starting to wonder if this might go smoothly or whether it's a false alarm because I hit record and like 2 or so seconds passed, which looks accurate-ish, but will it last?
Okay, I won't change it. Remember, you can change the camera mode yourself by using the options menu.
The way he says, okay, he's like, okay, fine. If you want to be that way, be that way. Fine by me. Oh, no. I decided when I came up here that whichever's closest will be the skill point, and look what's closest. Oh no. At least we don't have the timer, I guess, but I still don't like speedways. I'm honestly surprised that I got the skill points for the ones in Autumn Plains. I guess it's like that time I started the part and I was on Icy Speedway, and I was like, because I'm off screen and kept going for it to try to get skill points, and I guess I must have got the skill points. But I could never really be sure with those, you know? Thankfully I got it. That again. You know what? This is a failed challenge here. So, down you go. Let's realize speedways aren't ideal in general for syncing up audio. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Like, there's obviously gotta be a certain route you gotta take about this. Because surely there's probably a faster way. It's these fucking rings and arches that are, well, no, not the most. This one is a clusterfuck of a speedway. Like, everything about it screams, you are fucked. Yes. It's like, aside from maybe the cars, everything else sucks. So actually, I suppose the what were they? The rings they're not that bad either, I guess. It's fucking boats. Fucking hate boats in these fucking speedways. They're too close to the water, and they're freaking all over the place. They're all scattered and shit. I fucking despise. Truly do. Truly despise. I can't disguise my fucking hatred for all that is shit about that. Fucking hell, you see why I avoid actually using the supercharge on that? It's because there's no barrier. You fall into the water so easily. This is why I don't like this speedway. I don't mind some of the speedways, but this one I loathe. Seriously, why the fuck did they make the first speedway so fucking hard compared to the rest of them? It makes no sense. Surely you'd make the last one the challenging one. But no, it's the fucking first one. You got it ass backwards. Any of these that involves freaking bastards like these guys is the fucking worst in my opinion. Because they're so hard and finicky to hit. You have to get real up and close and personal with the water. With Spyro, he's like a cat. He's like, oh no, I don't want to get wet. Yeah. At least the only redeeming thing about this is we don't have to fucking worry about running out of time. Although, still, we kind of do at the same time. Because, you know, skill point requires a certain amount of time, and I guess we've already messed up on that. Because it doesn't decrease time, does it? I think. So, I guess it's irrelevant. Oh yeah, my best time is 1 minute 10 seconds. Isn't that the one you need for the skill points? Fuck this, I've already got the skill point. The thing's lying to me. Unless I overlooked something. I mean, you saw that, right? That was 1 minute 10 seconds. I'm pretty sure that is the skill point. Unless it's like, oh, the skill point is 1 minute 10 seconds, yes, but you got a few milliseconds on there, so it doesn't count. And look at that, it's not on there. Why isn't it on there? If it's because of those fucking few milliseconds, then that fucking Speedway can kiss my ass. I ain't fucking doing that shit. Fucking hate that Speedway enough as it is. Fucking rigged system! Let's go to Aquaria Towers instead. I hate that Speedway so much. So very much. What? Oh yeah, there's no water in here at the start. I was wondering there, I was like, is it stayed the same as it was last time? But no, it's still empty. Man, that Speedway. Hate! There's a similar Speedway in Spyro 3. I think it was Spyro 3. Or was it? No, actually, I think it was the original Spyro. I was playing the Reignited, and I fucking hated it so much. So much. I barely managed to get through it after raging like a motherfucker at it. And then there was another Speedway that was even worse. Well, they called flights in the first game. But it's funny, really. The main consistent thing for me hating in the original Spyro trilogy, because I didn't play the original Spyro back in the day, but it still stands that the Speedways in the Spyro games, not a big fan. The all-in-one, the strict time limit. I hate time limits in games. They just fuck you and they fuck you and they fuck you so hard. Ugh. It's the main reason why I'm kind of debating whether I'll be the original Spyro or not, like the reignited version. Because I love the game, it's quite great. It's just those fucking flights can fuck a fuck. Fuck.
The funny-looking guys with the shock sticks have drained all our water. We can't get it back unless someone activates the switches they're guarding.
I mean, seriously, I'd rather do all the shit in treetops. Which isn't really all that challenging when you know what to do, but still.
The shock stick guys are tough. Yesterday they turned Vern, our giant squid, into fried calamari.
Well, I just turned him into, well, I was trying to make a joke with fried calamari, but trying to, like, change it, and I couldn't think of anything, so sorry. Anyways, yeah, we gotta switch. We have to go through most of the level just to get to, well, anywhere, really. So you have to complete the level as normal just to do anything here. What a douche. Boom. Boom. I said boom. Boom! Well, you know, flames don't make a boom sound, do they? Get up there, Spyro. Whoosh. That's the way. Whee.
Up aboard, Spyro.
Yeah, you're broke now, Mr. Moneybags, because we got all our gems back. But I guess he still will be in levels that he was in. Just saying, no, you may cross or you may use this. Because you paid me. And then Hunter forcefully finally did something useful and got our gems back. Although what Spyro would need them for, I have no idea. I guess he's kind of like a rich man, where he's just like hoards a lot of money and never uses it. Presumably. Maybe there are shops in the Dragon World. Maybe he collects cards or something, like trading cards of dragons, and maybe creatures of the that are in the world of Spyro. Maybe they have trading cards, and maybe he collects those, so he needs a lot of the monies for them. I don't know. Where is that area? I forget. Pretty sure it's in the main room, isn't it? It's not looking like it, though. Oh, wait. I'm gonna need to power that up as well. A bit lost, to be honest. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Unless... Actually, maybe if I talk to him.
Our world is wet again. We all want you to have this talisman of Aquaria Towers to remember us by.
Remember how you swam through the level? Well, you jumped through the level and then you swam through the level. And that was all you did? Oh wait, it's right there. It kind of blends in. Please tell me there are enemies around here. I don't think there are. Thing is, right, you gotta destroy the seaweeds to get the skill points, but you can't flame underwater, so you need that power up that'll give you the flame even underwater. I mean, if we had the permanent super flame, maybe that would work out for us, but I don't know. Are we doing this the old-fashioned way? Where is they? Ah. Crabs! We need 4 more enemies to destroy. Ow! You know, I remember saying that in Reignited, controlling underwater feels awkward compared to the original, but the original is freaking awkward in itself, really. I don't think games ever really got the hang of underwater levels. Like proper fluid controls, unless it's actually the main focus of the game. Like if a game's main focus isn't on water levels, then chances are water level's gonna control like a bitch, probably. I wonder if the same could be said for ice physics. Like if a game is based around ice physics, they'd have more time to refine that type of gameplay. It's like, because Spyro here is a mishmash of all kinds of stuff, really. So, some things are going to be more refined than others. Which might explain why the minigames tend to be a pain in the ass more often than not. It's because it's like, not exactly like they like spend a lot of time, like too much time on making the mini games, because they've got a whole fucking game to make, essentially, like. So, you know, they wouldn't have all the time in the world, especially since they had like 1 year, I think, to make the game. Like the original trilogy, like all had extreme deadlines. So they can't exactly be like, oh, let's refine as best as we can. Well, they probably did, actually, as best they could, the mini-games, but couldn't nail them all perfectly so that they all control smooth. That's probably what happened, I imagine. And fittingly enough, it also happened with the Reignited version. It's like, it's even worse when you think about it with that. It's like, okay. Oh, speaking of which, they had a recent update, and I remember when I saw the updates install, and it was like, what? What the fuck? What? And I saw it was like 32 gigabytes or something. I was like, oh, you can fuck right off. But then when it actually updated it, the previous 60-odd gigabyte file size of the previous update disappeared. So I imagine it was replaced with the recent one, which apparently adds subtitles or some shit, from what I could tell. From, you know when you, like, people, like, see an article, but they only read the title. But I remember Googling the update, and then they just said something about subtitles, so I assume it's added subtitles. I can't really remember if there were subtitles during cutscenes, but they've added that or something. I haven't played Spyro Reignited in ages. But they added that, and the other part of the update, I guess, must have been working on the file size a bit, because fucking hell, 60 gigabytes has been halved now, which is good. It's 3 freaking games, and it's like, I don't know, Spyro feels like it probably wouldn't take up too much space, but it freaking did. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. I mean, did they have like 1 year to make Reignited? Because they had to technically make 3 freaking games when you think about it. I mean, they're all kind of have a similar feel to them. There are some differences as the gameplay was more refined and as the years went by to an extent and shit. You know, subtle differences, some big differences. I don't know where the fuck the Seaweed is, and shit like that. Fuck. Didn't get any of those. So, you know, having just 1 year or so to do all 3 of them is insane. It's like, honestly, it would have probably been better to, like, give it 2.5 years or something. I don't know, maybe a bit more. I don't really know about how developments work in gaming, other than that the main people pushing for the release dates tend to not really understand how it works either. They're just like, get me this game released for the holidays, we need to make money, damn it! Just like, but sir, we haven't completed it, we need more time. Yeah, fuck you, you're fired. But I was working on this all year. Like, I don't give a shit, but I got a family feed. I don't give a fuck. You go work somewhere else if you can't handle the schedule, you son of a bitch. Which is quite sad when you think about it, because that's probably not far from the truth if you really think about it, considering... I mean, it was Activision itself. I mean, I didn't really know, and I still don't really know much about all the bullshit of the gaming industry, but that's one thing I've heard about. Ridiculous, man. Seems like it's like when you like play games, you grow up and just like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool to work on making games, and then you find out how the industry actually works, and you're like, yeah, fuck that shit. It's like, cause like, if you've played games all your life or most of your life, you have a kind of passion there. And if you want to make a video game, you're just like, yeah, that'd be great. Or it's like, I've heard the anime industry and manga industry is a bit toxic as well on that. And it's like, you could have a passion like that, and then you could get a job in working on games or manga, anime. Then you realize how shit the industry is, and your love for that stuff will probably just go to shit because they've ruined your dreams. They've shattered it. Just like you thought you were going to be playing something... Well, no, you thought you were going to be doing something you were passionate about, and then you lose that passion due to executives being assholes. Anyways, I gotta figure out where the other Seaweed are, because there are some scattered for the rest of the level as well. This one is a bit of a pain in the ass. It's a bit of a, you know, race against the clock as the power-up runs out, and also a hide-and-seek game. There's one. Of finding where all the Seaweed are. I forget how many there are in total. It's at least 2 or 3 more, I imagine. It's like they're not just in the big area, which kind of throws you off. Well, it threw me off anyway at first, because I was like, so where are the rest of the Seaweed? Why haven't I got the skill points? It's because they're not all in the same area. Most of them are, but there are some that are scattered elsewhere, and you have to track them down. And then when you've tracked them down, you gotta remember where to freaking go when you get the power up. Oh yeah, there's some down there. Look at that. I shot like 1 billion. Well, that's a hell of an exaggeration. But I fired off a lot right there, and it, like, only 2 of them got destroyed. I mean, how ridiculous is that? It's not even like it's that far away from the power-up. It's just because I didn't know where I was going. Bastards. I think there are also a few... I think there's like a few more in the area with the, what was it? The other sharks as well, so... That's fun. We're gonna need this again for that. Just to go find out where the freaking hell they are. There's a different area that leads in. Actually, wouldn't it be better to actually hop aboard and all that first?
Up aboard, Spyro.
1, 2, 3. Fucking hell, there's actually quite a lot down there. But we gotta get those sharkies out of the way first. Right. So it's directly up there. Let's go take down some sharkies. Don't come near me! What the fuck, man? How did both of those things miss? Come on, turn around. Yeah, skill point obtained. It's all good. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yay! Where am I going? Oh, yay! I can't destroy your flag even if I had that thing, but yay! Oh no, Sharky! What a sucker! I'm not falling for that! Oh shit, you're the real thing! Ah! Spyro's like, well, I don't get any more treasure. But I'm rich, I want to have more money. Isn't that what all people want? Isn't that weird when you really think about it, though? Like, rich people, like, have a lot of money, but there's, like, a certain type of rich person kind of thing. Where, like, they don't actually use their money for anything. They just kind of pile it up and pile it up. It's like, got billions... could actually, you know, bring it back into the, you know, economy, make it so, you know, more, you know, use out of it. But no, just like, no. I like waking up in the morning and being seen as a billionaire rather than a millionaire. I mean, filthy. It's kind of ridiculous. Boom! Nope. Stuck on the tree. Well, I guess that'll do for bonus part 2. Actually, what else have we got left now? Fuck Ocean Speedway. Maybe I will try it again. But I doubt I'll do it in the next part or anything. I mean, look at that. The other speedways under 1 minute. Oh, that's probably it, actually, isn't it? It's under 1 minute 10 seconds. You got 1 minute and 10 seconds, so it doesn't count. I mean, as if that speedway wasn't bullshit enough as it already was. I mean, seriously, they made the hardest speedway be the first speedway you encounter. That's fucking. That's. I mean, the game's great. But that right there seems like a bad game design choice decision right there. I mean, if you're gonna make the most challenging level, save it for last, not right at the start, where it just kind of ingrains right from the get-go that speedways are not to be fucked with. I mean, that's good advice, really, because speedways will fuck you and your family and your dog, if you have one. well, any pets, essentially. It'll fuck everything, essentially. Because they're fucking bullshit most of the time. I mean, I don't mind Icy Speedway, but again, the Speedway, I don't know, the skill point was a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm not too fond of Mentor Speedway. I don't mind Canyon Speedway either, which we haven't got a skill point for. It's just that first one. It's the fucking drizzling shits, man. It's terrible. Terrible. Hate. Loathe entirely. But anyways. Oh wait, no, I didn't look at the guide really properly there. So, after that outburst, essentially, maybe I'll do the Speedway again in the next part. I kind of doubt it. I'll probably move on to trying to get skill point from Crush's Dungeon. And fuck, there's not really much left, really. Then there's Gulp's Overlook, I guess. And Canyon Speedway and Reptile's Arena. Man, there really isn't much left to do here. Because I've already got all the ones for Autumn Plains aside from Gulp's Overlook. Because I am a pro at this game. I got the 2 in... Actually, was there 2 in Skelos Badlands? Skelos Badlands as I prefer to call it, but I call it Skelos as well because that's how they pronounce the in-game. So I got those. I did Fracture Hills and Scorch. And I don't think there's any other ones in World 2. At least I don't think so anyway. Away it goes. We'll do more skill points in the next part. The next bonus part. So let's wrap this up with another head bash. So, see you next time, viewers. See you next time.